So we're back, getting started with step 16.6, which will be all about inserting symbols and creating hyperlinks. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we need to do is open up History 3 from our Lesson 16 data files. And we will save this document as History 4. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Position the insertion point anywhere in one of the blank paragraphs. So if you scroll down in the document and just enter, let's go down a little further down here. Okay, and enter upcoming events. And select the two words that we just entered, upcoming events, and click insert hyperlink, because what we want to do is attach a hyperlink to the text we just entered. So insert hyperlink, and notice you should have a dialog box that opens. And because we selected upcoming events, where it says text to display, it automatically entered upcoming events. So under links, link to, make sure that you have your existing file or web page. So notice here mine is toggled on, and it says existing file or web page button, that it is enabled. Now here within the look-in folder, you should see your History 3 document. Click on History 3, and here you have a screen tip button. If you click the screen tip button, it gives you another dialog box, and it says enter the text to put a screen tip. So just like when we place our mouse over buttons or commands on our ribbon and it gives us a screen tip, we're creating the same thing. So in your screen tip text box, click here for more dates and times, and OK to close. Alright, now close this box by saying OK, and notice that it turned our upcoming events into blue underline, and when you move your mouse over upcoming events, you get the screen tip that we created, and it says click here for more dates and times, just like we entered. So now it also tells me that if I want to follow the link that I just created, I must click Control and then click with my mouse. So Control and click. And notice if you look at the top of our title, we linked our document to History 3. We were in History 4, and we linked it to History 3 by creating a hyperlink. And if I go to my taskbar, I have History 4, which was the original document with the hyperlink that we created that was linked to History 3. Alright, so basically we just created a hyperlink. So click out of your History 3 and go back into your History 4. And now we want to position our insertion point at the end of the last line of text, which is here after the word environment, and press space bar to make sure you have a space in between your period, and enter the web address www.westmorelandhistory.org. Now, the important thing, guys, is that when you're entering web address, make sure you enter the web address correctly and exactly how you're supposed to enter it. And then press the space bar again, and notice that it turned into a hyperlink because it recognizes that it's a URL based on the .org, the www and the .org. All right. Now, if you put your mouse over that, it gives you the control click again to follow the link. So let's control click and see where it takes us. Notice that it took us to a website called Westmoreland County Historical Society. Let's go back to our History 4. So we just created a hyperlink and we just entered a web address, and we got to both of them by pressing control and clicking. The next thing we're going to do is position the insertion point next to the paragraph marker at the end of the document. So if you don't have on your show hat, let's turn it on right now. And my paragraph marker is here. Actually, let's move it up by Westmoreland. All right, and the next thing we're going to do is insert a symbol. So if you click on Insert tab and find Symbol, let's see, it's right here. You can drop down on the arrow and select More Symbols. So now that we have our dialog box that has a whole lot of symbols to choose from, we need to scroll down to find the copyright symbol, which is right here. It's the symbol that has a C with a circle around it, and insert, and then close. So inserting a symbol is relatively easy. The key is to have your insertion point where you want your symbol, and insert your symbol. And now we need to enter, press spacebar, and then Westmoreland Historical Society. So we just attach the copyright symbol for Westmoreland Historical Society. So that's how you enter hyperlinks. And to click on the hyperlink, you press Control and click on the hyperlink. And in order to insert a symbol, we simply went to Insert, Symbol, drop down, and selected the symbol we wanted to enter. Go ahead and save your document. See you on the next step.